Fiora.
Shulk.
She's...
Get it together, Shulk. We ain't got time to be hanging around here. I don't know what's happened to her, but that was Fiora. No doubt about it. You know what that means? She ain't dead. We gotta get her back.
Get her back.
Right. We've come too far to give up now.
Then we'll go to Mechonis and find Fiora.
Just beyond there lies Sword Valley. The Mechon flew in the direction of Galahad Fortress. Fiora may be there. Will you pursue, Shulk?
Yes. We will get Fiora back.
That we will. Hello there, everybody. This is CwapTheNintendin here, and welcome back to more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. So, last time, we reached the ends of Valak Mountain, where we had another encounter with Metalface, who revealed himself to be Dunban's old war buddy, Mumkar, who fought beside him with the Battle of Sword Valley. Afterwards, we met Egil, the presumably leader of the Mechonis, who invited us to Sword Valley to get Fiora back. So today, we are going to do just that, and before I get further into things, allow me to address the elephant in the room. You see now my text is now readable? Yeah, I got a new S-video cable for my Wii U, and it's amazing. Okay, yeah, so now the text is actually readable, and the game looks slightly better than you would think it does, so... yeah, that's pretty good. It's all good and done and good. Anyway, you'll want to discover the Bionis Wrist, because not only is it a useful skip travel point, but should you need to do anything before you leave for Sword Valley, like I'm doing right now, now would be the perfect time to do so. And now you're probably thinking, Charlie, what the heck are you doing? Aren't you supposed to go to Sword Valley and all that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, yes and no. Yes, I've done every single little thing that I want to do in Valak Mountain. Well, side quest-wise. But there's also the fact that there are several unique monsters left to be slain. Most of these unique monsters aren't even required for anything, so you can go ahead and do them whenever you feel like. But I just want to show these off right now, just because I probably won't get another chance to. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to montage most of these unique monsters, and I will be doing that. So, yeah, if you don't mind, I'm going to be standing here for presumably a half hour, because yes, I know, I playtested this 2,787,000 times, so that I know where to go, and I know where to do so. Also keep in mind, this montage is also going to be going over several new areas of Valak Mountain that we haven't explored yet, so you'll forgive me if I speed up exploring an area, but really, for me, this is probably the best way to do so. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to speed up, and I'll let you enjoy, well, the daytime music of Valak Mountain, because it's not as good as the nighttime theme, I will concede that, but I think it deserves a much good time in the spotlight. So, enough about this, let the music spin! And with that, that is every unique monster slain that I wanted to take care of. Oh man, but I'd rather address a few things first before we leave Valak Mountain. First of all, I finally have the item needed to finish the Valak Mountain Collectopedia, the Gypsum branch. That's kind of another reason why I wanted to take care of the unique monsters here is, well, I didn't finish the Collectopedia, so yeah, might as well do that. And for completing Valak Mountain's Collectopedia, you get the Ceres's Cutlass for Dunban. Awesome. So, yeah, you bet I'm going to equip that immediately onto Dunban because that's one of his better weapons, actually. Basically, it gives him plus 11 critical hit ratio. So, yeah, now he's got 16% chance of getting a critical hit. Plus, it's a 2-slot weapon, so that is really good. But with all that being said, again, every unique monster that I wanted to take care of. But before we go, I might as well address a few things. First of all, I know I clearly ran into this in my test playthroughs a lot. So, yeah, I'm going to talk about this. There's actually another weather condition that can happen on Valak Mountain. Kind of like how Satoral Marsh can be all extra foggy and most areas can have rain. Valak Mountain has what's known as blizzard weather. Basically what happens is, like, everything... Oh, okay. Okay, thank you, Blizzard Weather, for showing me this. Alright, so as you can see here, it gets really gray out, yeah. And at nighttime, the green crystals that shoot out those beams of light, they turn off and you get this blue aura. More powerful enemies will indeed appear here as well, so that's the thing that you'll want to be careful about when treading through Valak Mountain here. So yeah, aside from that though, that is pretty much everything that I wanted to take care of in Valak Mountain. I got all those things addressed in Valak Mountain, I got everything else taken care of and done. So why don't we say we go ahead and accept Eggo's invitation and go to Sword Valley. And here we are on the Bionis thumb. Yes. And as you can clearly see, this entire pathway is a thumb. Sense of scale? Yep, sense of scale. Alright guys, let's see what's up ahead. I think you know what it is.
Oh, what the...
Is all that big sword? Oh, if he's, then ouchie ouch!
The sword of the Mechonis.
The entire valley below. The whole thing is its sword.
Something seems unnatural.
What do you mean?
Look, that flowing light. From the way it glows, it has to be ether. But it looks like it's being drawn in by something.
By the fortress. It should just be up ahead.
Father once told me that the Mechonis absorbs the ether of the Bionis and uses it for sustenance.
So the Mechonis feeds off ether? Then undoubtedly the ether serves as the Mekon's energy source as well.
Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. But as you can see, that's the Bionis up there. And over there, that arm, that's Valak Mountain. We've really come a long way, seriously. I just really love how all these areas are interconnected and you can see them from other areas as well. Like, there's a certain point in Sword Valley where you can see pretty much the upper half of the Bionis. It's really great. And also, if you'll find that this area, of all places, is going to be one of the most interesting locations ever. Just saying. Anyway, allow me to welcome you, if the screen will load, to Mechonis.
It looks so big, even from this distance. The fortress must be enormous.
Galahad Fortress. The frontline base of the Mekon. The Mekon that attack Bionis must all come from here.
Then there's a high probability that he's there. The golden Mekon that took Fiora. We're about to enter the Mekon stronghold. If there's anyone who wants to turn back now...
Shulk, friend should no split up. No leave friend behind. Ricky's scared, but Ricky won't go too.
Ricky.
He's right. Okay, let's go.
Yes.
Ricky, you are the best. Seriously. Yeah, Bricky's right. Friends shouldn't no split up. We might be scared, but we want to go. Look at down there. That side is just amazing. And it should give you a little bit of a taste of just how unique Sword Valley is going to be, just from those alternate pathways alone. Anyway, as you can see right there, there are some pods down there from the colonies, but there's also pods that look like the one that Alvis took us to Magna Forest in. Why don't we go ahead and see what all that's about?
What's that?
A supply convoy. It would be most unwise to proceed without restocking our supplies.
You arranged this for us.
Hey, it's...
Sid!
Dixon!
Or Dixon, whatever. Same thing, really.
Looks like you lot have been having fun without me. Heard you took care of that faced Mekon.
What are you doing here?
I got wind of some allied force coming together a few days back. I stepped up as the representative of the Homs. Then a little birdie told me you lot were heading for Galahad Fortress. So I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I've got a whole stack of new equipment. Want some?
Yeah! I was hoping for some new stuff.
Hold it, Ryan. You know it's gonna cost you.
You cheap old man.
I curse that truck for not giving me enough time to speak. But anyway, but before we talk to Dix, or not Dix, what? Okay, derailing from that for a second. So this defense for soldier here is basically saying that the ether crystal deposits on Mechonis all look like this. Yeah, much different from the Bionis ether crystals, wouldn't you say? Yeah, so why don't we just go ahead and get these? And if Dixon's words are any indication, we are going to have to sell a lot of shit. So this allows me to actually address the other elephant in the room, actually, because this one... okay. So, Xenoblade Chronicles is a huge game. I get that. So, it would be obvious that, you know, they would take the time and effort to actually make a lot of inventory space, right? Yeah, no. Basically, like the original PC in Generation 1 Pokemon games, you can run out of inventory space. Yeah, I know, it's really stupid. Yeah, especially for a game as huge as this, you're going to be getting a lot of equipment and also a lot of materials as well. So you'd think they at least make it an effort to, you know, make the inventory spaces bigger, but no, you really only have 5 pages of the stuff. Yeah, just 5 pages. And all that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's like 50 spaces for inventory. Not even like 50 spaces of inventory, like I'm just saying like over 2. I'll put the exact number on screen actually, since I'm too lazy to count and I'm not good at math to do things. But yeah, it's just really stupid how they have like limited inventory space. So I'm having to sell my equipment. Thankfully, I'm getting more money for this, even if we're not gonna be doing quests here for a while. But yeah, not really a fan of the whole limited inventory space type of thing. So anyway, if you don't mind, I am going to sell the rest of my stuff, including materials that I don't think I'll need for the future, and then I'm going to go ahead and meet you guys over at the buying section of the store. Also, as a bit of a small pro tip, you don't need rank 1 crystals anymore, so you might as well sell these while you're at it. So, at the store, you finally have anti-mechon weapons. Pro tip, don't buy them from Elia. Seriously, don't. I'll explain why in the next video. Seriously. Alright, so you'll notice that I'm going to only buy the anti-mechon weapons for Ryan, Charla, and Ricky. Because in my experience, I feel like Dumban, you know, you just got the Ceres' Cutlass for completing Valak Mountain's Collectopedia. And for Melia, she doesn't even need it. I'll go more into detail about that in the next video. But anyway, yes, we have anti-mechon weapons. So, basically about the anti-mechon weapons, basically you take a huge cut in power, but you are able to damage mechon normally, so that's at least very good for you. Anyway, though, we have a whole bunch of stuff here, so let's go over the unique equipment here. The aid cap will give recovery up 4 gem, which means increases HP restored when being healed by 20%. I guess that can be good for Shulk, but I don't really feel that I need it. We have the Amethyst series of equipment. We have Amethyst gear, Amethyst armor. Now, fortunately, they do give out stats, but the downside is they aren't really slotted weapons at all. So, yeah, you're gonna want to just be aware of that. And since I test playthrough this thing so many times, I have experience enough to know that I am not having the skills to, you know, get the heavy equipment up there. So, yeah. The infantry attire will give out damage heal 4, which means it has a 20% chance of healing 70 HP when attacked. No, not really gonna be that useful, honestly. Nope, not at all. Not at all. I'm just gonna basically buy 6 of these because, well, you know, that's me. We have Amethyst leggings, which aren't slotted weapons. I guess that's cool, I suppose. I don't really think I'll need these, but hey, what the hell, I might as well. The engineer belt will give Earth Cloak 4, which means it reduces detection range of ground monsters by 40%. So it is good because, well, you're going to be running into a lot of grounded enemies in Sword Valley. And finally, we have the Brave Shoes. So I'm going to buy 6 of them. Amethyst Boots. Might as well for like 5. And finally, Heavy Boots. I'm not really going to go into that. And finally, for art books, we have an assorted section of these. We have Healing Gift for Milia, Thunder and Soaring Tempest for Dunban, Reflection for Milia, and Mind Blast for Milia, and the rest of them are for Rhine, for Anchor Chain and Lariat. So, yes. And yes, I did look back at the footage. I did at several parts, like, long before recording this. I know which ones that I bought and which ones I didn't. Or showed off in the arts. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Forgive my palette of choice of words. Yeah. So, yes, now's about the time that I change my equipment. Because, well, again, we're in Sword Valley. We want to be prepared for such an event. So, just so you know, I'm not getting rid of the Cirrus's Cutlass from Dunban. I'm not giving up the Imperial Staff from Milia, as well as the Ruby Glasses. And as for the rest of them, they can remove their weapons and gems as well. So if you don't mind, I'm going to not only get my charger because my laptop needs it, but I'm also going to equip myself for the road ahead also. So, yes, I am going to meet you guys over whenever I've done all my preparations and stuff like that. And trust me, it's going to be filled with gem crafting and all that other stuff too. So, if you don't mind, I'll see you guys in presumably over 15 minutes. So while I'm crafting gems, there's actually another elephant in the room that I wanted to address. Ricky and Melia during gem crafting. Yeah, I know, it's been forever, am I right? So first off, as shooters, Ricky has the skill Impatient Shooter, which means gem crafting process happens twice in a row. While Melia is the shooter, the quality grows stronger with a medium flame. So you want an engineer that has a good medium flame. But I am going to show off Melia and Ricky in gem crafting just because I really want to. Plus we got party support, so that's good. And this is so cute.
This is my forte.
Ricky want to play? Ooh, amazing!
Like so?
Yeah! Oh, oh. Yeah!
Impressive. Wow.
Aw, even though that gem crafting process wasn't even the best in the world, oh my god, that is adorable. Ricky is just like, yay! I want to play! Oh my god, that is so adorable. Ah, Ricky, you are bestest character. Well, aside from Metal Face, but beyond that, you're the bestest. I don't care what anyone says, you're too good. Anyway, back to gem crafting because why not? Okay, so after much gem crafting and deliberating, as I always say, here's what everyone is looking like right now. Shulk looks like he's ready to battle, seriously. But more importantly than that, I think I pretty much gave him the same gems as I always do for the Monado 2. But I gave him also another Strength up 3 for insurance, and I gave him HP up 3 so he'll be far less squishy. Plus I gave him Quick Step 4 and 3 that I crafted. 25% Quick Step is the maximum amount you're allowed to have on a character, so Shulk will be moving fast. As for Dunban, he's probably the more interesting guy because, well, I gave him Haste 3 that I crafted. So now he has a 24% more chance of getting, well, actually, his auto attacks go off 24% faster. Plus I gave him double attack 4, so that's good. The Amethyst Gear, and pretty much my rank for agility, ether defense up, and strength up gems for sure. So basically he's the character with the most agility that I have. As for Melia, I gave her HP up 4 and 3, so now she has 38% more health, so yeah. Plus there's the fact that she is now a lot less squishy than you would think. Yeah, over 400 defense, damn. Seriously, that's gotta be impressive. I think I'll make use for Melia here. As for Rhine, I basically opted to give him the regular Amethyst Gear and Amethyst Armor, because, well, they don't have any slots, but they gave out a little bit more stats as well. Here's the thing. I actually opted to give the Spike 3 gem to Charla, but I decided Ryan needs it more because he's basically more defensive in that regard. And speaking of defense, yeah, physical defense is probably going to be your most prioritized stat. Anyway, for Charla, she looks more or less the same, but I gave her the Lattice leggings, so now she has Spike Defense 3. Plus, for the Anti-Mechon Sniper, I gave her Slow 3, so now the character will now have, well, a 12% chance of the auto attack inflicting slow, so that's good. And finally for Ricky, I just went for all-around stats, basically. And, as always, I love me Initial Attention 3. That rhymes. Plus, his anti-Mechon biter looks so cool. It's like a lion head that can bite Mechon. It's really cool looking. And now on to skills! So, Shulk is still working on Integrity. Dunban's still working on Wisdom. Melia already maxed out on Reliability, so I'm gonna go ahead and give her Serenity. Ryan is almost done with Diligence. Charlotte's almost done with Devotion. And Ricky's almost done with Vivacity. So as for skill linking, I don't really think I have anything, well, really useful to equip the characters. Like I said, I play-tested this like a bunch of times, and honestly, I don't really have anything all that interesting to equip onto the characters in terms of skills. But I am going to update their skill trees anyway, just because, well, we gotten plenty of affinity coins from Valak Mountain, from level ups, and those unique monsters that we slain earlier on. So yeah. Anyway, going to equip Lucky Me because, well, we need more silver chests in life. Plus, again, they're useful for quests. And, Ryan, you seriously wound me, because even though Power of the Moon is good, Melia isn't really that good in strength. Really, she is not. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to equip Shulk with Secret of Life from Charla, since that's a pretty good skill. It basically restores more HP when reviving a party member, so now you'll have more chance of not dying, basically. But anyway, now it's time for the other elephant in the room, arts. So, all the while, I am going to go ahead and learn all these arts that I've purchased here in Sword Valley, as well as, you know, equip the arts that, you know, I want, obviously. But more importantly than that is Shulk's arts. Basically, since we're entering Sword Valley, you probably want your Monato's Shield to be at least level 6, because the Talon Hearts here are gonna be kinda mean. So, if you're at level 6 for Talon Arts, you're pretty much good to go. For Sword Valley, at least. Anyway, I'm going to upgrade Monado Enchant, because, well, we need more time for that. And I'm going to upgrade Monado Buster as well. And, why not? We might as well upgrade Battle Soul. Because, well, upgrading Battle Soul not only decreases the cooldown time, but also increases the effect of filling up the talent gauge. So that's good. Anyway, for Dunban, I do not have anything, aside from the fact that, well, I don't think I've shown off this art yet. This is probably one of Dunban's newest arts, so I'm going to equip that. And I'm only going to upgrade Soaring Tempest to as high as it can go. For Melia, let's see. What do I want to do, actually? She didn't gain any new arts, actually. But, what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I also should address the fact. Melia now has Electric Plus, gems on her Imperial Staff. So now she has 61% more damage to summon bolts, so that's awesome. But, actually, why not? I might as well upgrade Mind Blast once, and, I'm going to upgrade... You know what? Let's upgrade it twice. And I'm going to upgrade Summon Copy, because less cooldown time on Summon Copy is pretty good for Melee, I suppose. For Rhine, I'm going to... well, nah. I'm going to upgrade Hammer Beat and Wild Down to as high as it can go, level 7. And, I've been using Last Stand a lot, actually. So... What does that increase, actually? Oh, realize that. Okay. I'm going to upgrade this to 3, I believe. And then for the rest of them, I'm going to upgrade Lariat. Because, well, Lariat's pretty good art. I'm going to switch it out for last... Hammer Beat, why not? Yeah, I think I'm pretty much good with that. Actually, nah. Screw it. I'm going to do that with Lariat. For Sha-La-La-La-La, I'm going to, well, dequip Drive Boost, I believe. For something more along the lines of Shield Bullet, because we definitely need more damage immunity. So I'm going to upgrade that to as high as it can go. And then I am going to upgrade Heal Round once. Because, well, we need more of the heal round, because why not? And finally for Ricky. So, Ricky. I've been using Hero Time a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that twice. Then I am going to actually equip this new art right here. Peekaboo. Because that's also one of his new arts. And... what should I do? I'm going to upgrade Bitey Bitey because we need more bleed damage. And finally, we're going to upgrade Happy Happy to as high as it can go. Alright, and with that said, that is all the preparations that I wanted to take care of. So, with that being said, why don't we talk to some Defense Force soldiers? Hello. We have been busy building up the Allied force. Even so, Dixon told us to come here to bring you supplies. He is probably worried about you all. Oh, that's nice. What about you, girl? What about you, girl? Some of us will remain here to support you after Dixon leaves. Come and see us when you need any supplies. Okay, probably don't need them, but okay. What about you?
Oh, hi.
I mean, we're banking everything on you. I'll be fighting as part of the Allied force. I'll be right behind you all the way. Cool. And finally, why is this guy? He's probably a loner or something.
Hello.
I could probably imagine. Don't forget that everyone in the Allied force is behind you. But don't go getting yourselves hurt. We need you to finish this thing once and for all. Cool. But anyway, now we go talk to the big guy, Dixon. You know, this is probably the last of me you'll hear in this video, but whenever I hear, like, Dixon go like, so I thought I'd drop by and say hello. I always think of, like, that regular show episode where, like, the car is chasing movies like, hello, governor. It's so good. But anyway, yes, we will tell Dixon what has happened, because a lot sure has happened to us since the last time we saw him.
Fiora? You mean Dunban's sister?
Yes.
So that's why you're all looking so down. I can't believe they're sticking Homs into those faced Mechon. Looks like they weren't just eating us.
They made Mumkar into one. He was the one who attacked Colony 9.
Oh, and there was me thinking he snuffed it in that battle.
Aren't you surprised?
Did he attack Colony 9? I don't know what drives those Mechon. I've given up trying to figure them out. It don't surprise me one bit. Still, Mumkar as well, eh? Things are getting interesting.
Sorry?
Oh, nothing.
It is time for us to return. I would like to continue providing assistance, but my help is required in assembling Homs for the Allied force. There are also my duties as seer to consider.
Then I'll be off too. You lot should be all right getting Fiora back. In the meantime, we'll be getting ready for battle.
Thanks for coming this far. We'll be fine. We can handle ourselves.
Galahad Fortress is a key position for the Mechon. You can't just rush in, all guns blazing.
Agreed. We will infiltrate via the ether inlets. If I'm right and the Mechon do feed off ether, then we're sure to find some form of influx channel. Our objective is to reach one of those channels.
Don't go dying on me, Shulk.
I won't. You take care as well.
Cheers.
Looks like it's just us.
Right. We head for the hilt of the sword. Galahad Fortress.
Okay.
One year on. Now, at last, we will seize our destiny. Isn't that right, Shulk?
So another has appeared with the ability to wield the Monado. But why would Zanza release the Monado? He surely knows it would become a double-edged sword. Yet he relinquishes it to that mere child. And the face escaped my control and acted alone. Now that the Monado has been freed, it appears the usefulness of the faces has come to an end. Although, perhaps there are still things to be learnt from having them challenge the boy.